And Sister Gizem said that Allah creates everything in the universe in a perfect way. And I want to read a verse about this. I seek refuge in Allah from a cursed Satan. Do you not see that Allah has subjected to you everything in the heavens and earth, and has showered His blessing upon you, both outwardly and inwardly? Yet there are people who argue about Allah without knowledge or guidance or any illuminating book. Surah Luqman 20. Materialist philosophy offers a single explanation about the order and the balance in the universe, and it is coincidence. According to this claim, the whole university is shaped with as a sequence of coincidences. However, when we investigate the universe only briefly, we see that that this claim is completely unreal, that it's not true. Coincidence only leads to chaos, whereas order rather than chaos can be seen in the whole universe. It prevails in the whole universe. This order proves to us the being and the existence of Almighty Allah and His power. And Almighty Allah creates the universe out of nothing, and gave it the shape it has. When we explore the universe, we encounter numerous examples of order. The world we live in is only the one of these examples. With all its features, the world is created with extremely delicate balances, making it suitable for the survival of living beings. The distance of the Earth from the Sun, the inclination of its axis to its orbit, the balances in the atmosphere, the rotation speed of the Earth around its axis or around the Sun, the function of oceans and the function of mountains on the Earth, the features of living beings and the interactions between them are just few elements of this ecological balance. When Earth is compared with other planets, it becomes very more evident that it is created, especially designed for human beings. Water, for instance, is a compound that is very rarely found in the universe, in the space. The liquid form of the water exists only in our world, not in any other planet in the solar system. Moreover, 70% of the water is covered of the world, is covered with water. Millions of varieties of living creatures are living in this water. The freezing of water, its capacity to attract and store heat, the existence of very large masses of water in the form of oceans, and even distribution of heat across the world are all exclusive characteristic of the Earth. No other planet has such a liquid mass in a constant circulation.
In addition, that water's heavy state is like 4 centigrade degrees, and it is really very important for life, because in seas which the water reaches 4 centigrade degrees sinks to the bottom of the seas, and then the iceberg is on the top of the, so just because of this, the iceberg part is always on the top of the water and has a temperature of 4 centigrade degrees, in which living beings can survive by Allah's blessing, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. The axis of the Earth makes a 23 degrees inclination to its orbit, and seasons are formed because of this inclination. If the inclination were a little more or less, then there will be very big differences between the seasons, and there will be a very and unbearably hot summers and extremely cold winters that will take place. The Earth's rotation around its axis is at the most appropriate speed for living beings. When we look at the planets in the solar system, we see that they also experience night and day. However, because the time differences are far bigger than those in the world, the temperature differences between day and night are also very big. And the fierce wind activity in the atmosphere other planets have is not experienced in the world atmosphere thanks to this balanced rotation. So even a smallest change, it will make the world not a place suitable for living. And the gases making up the atmosphere at their concentration in the atmosphere are extremely important for the existence not only for human beings but also for all other beings that are living in our planet. The formation of the gases in the atmosphere in just the right proportion that remains constant, made possible by the coexistence of numerous delicate balances.
If, for example, if there were more oxygen in the atmosphere, the oxidation reactions would take place quicker, and the rocks and all the materials would erode sooner. And hence the earth would be eroded and disintegrated, and the animal's life would not be longer exist.
Yes, and if there was there would be less carbon dioxide, the amount of the plant life on the land, on the sea, would be reduced in that way, because it will leave a less food for the animals. There would be less bicarbonate in the oceans, thus causing an increase in the acidity, and increase in the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere would expedite the chemicals erosion of the land, forming a detrimental alkali residue in the oceans.
Yes, and hundreds of points can be listed in addition to the features that we set now. Even the examples we quoted so far, however, reveal us a certain reality. And what is this? The world in which we live is very specially designed, very specially constructed for the survival of living beings. It is the production not of coincidences, as evolutionist claims and materialist claims, but it is a production of conscious order, the creation. This perfect order prevailing throughout the universe leads us to a single conclusion, and that is a creator with infinite power and infinite wisdom, that is Allah, who is the possessor of all worlds, created the universe. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. And as we see irreducible complexity in ourselves, in other living beings, we also see irreducible complexity, as we talked about, in solar system, in the place of the earth, and also in the universe. It is everywhere, MashaAllah.